What's up all you chimichanga dudes and dudettes, Toy Shiz here, and today we're going to be doing the weekly recoup, all the best toy and entertainment news from the week prior. Don't get caught at the water cooler and not know your stuff. I'm just saying. How you all doing? I hope you're having a fantastic Monday. I know this is going to be another great week, and hopefully a great week in action figure and entertainment news. So far we have some Hollywood news coming out. We got maybe possible Jake Gyllenhaal is going to be playing Mysterio, so that might be really cool. That'll be in the Homecoming 2 later on, was it next year, I believe, that they're going to be shooting for. So all kinds of great things. This week was actually pretty cool. Not a lot of things. A couple movie premieres, and we also have Solo coming out this week, which I'm very excited about. So sit back, relax. If you're in your car, just get ready to chill out because I'm going to take you all through everything that happened from the week before. Right off the bat, I picked these up 2 weeks ago or so. These are the Ren and Stimpy action figures from the Just Play products. These were available at Toys R Us, and they were a little bit hard to find, especially the Ren, but the Stimpy has been, relatively available, we'll just say. I waited on these to get these at Toys R Us just because they weren't exactly being clearanced. And I'm glad I did because I picked them up off Amazon for roughly several dollars cheaper for actually both of them than what it cost for one of those in Toys R Us, oddly enough. So I haven't actually gotten into opening these yet. From aesthetically and looking at the packaging and everything, I would say that these figures are going to be terrific. Not a lot of articulation. They do have a little gimmick, Stimpy's butt moves and Ren's eyes bulge out. Just in general, I really like Ren and Stimpy, and I'm happy to have these on my desk. So if you can, definitely grab them. I know that they've actually gone up in price again on Amazon, oddly enough, but if you want them, definitely go grab them. I don't know how much longer these are going to be available, so go and pick them up. Moving on. I'm really glad a friend of mine, go ahead and follow her at Benny Banana. She had posted a picture on her Instagram, and I was like, whoa, what are these? So the Tic Tac company, in a correlation with The Simpsons, have released these just packaging wise and just like how overall it looks just everything about it is fantastic. They're little Tic Tacs that are yellow, and they're shaped, or actually the shapes have the little Simpsons faces on them, either Homer, Marge, or Bart. Bart is a bubblegum flavor, Marge is like a blueberry, and then Homer is a donut. I have to try them all. I have not been able to locate them any in stores. These were actually found in Seattle, but I did a little bit of research on them, and apparently they were only available in Brazil and maybe in other few South American countries. And it was just an exclusive, I guess, to there. But now I guess they're starting to hit in the United States. So I haven't tried them yet. I would love to try them. If you do find them, please let me know where to get them at. I've searched 7-Eleven, AM, PM, Walmart, Target. Haven't seen them anywhere. So, fingers crossed I get a hold of them soon. If you do come across them at all, send me a message. Let me know where you found them. Let me know how they taste. Maybe they're really good. Maybe they're not so great. But definitely going to be getting them just for the packaging alone and for the nostalgic factor. I can't say enough nice things. These look amazing. I can't wait to try them. And moving on from, we're still reeling from the effects of Infinity War. And if you haven't seen it, spoiler warning right now, Spider-Man is one of the characters that bites the dust, so to speak. Actually, he gets erased from reality. Everyone keeps saying that, like, oh, I hope the characters come back. Of course they're going to come back. They're if you know comics lore, if you know literature and all that kind of stuff, when it has to do with Marvel Comics, characters don't stay dead. And in reality, they're not dead. It's a snap of the gauntlet, and they basically were erased from reality. So that's not exactly dead. They're obviously going to come back. Everyone keeps saying, like, oh, how does Spider-Man 2, how does that work with Black Panther 2? I'm like, really? Come on. Like, is that really, we're questioning this right now? Of course they're coming back. It's a matter of how they're going to come back and then what characters are going to bite the dust in actuality to bring these characters back. So it all remains to be seen, but this is one of the best pictures that I have come across. It was one of those, oh my god, it's a SH Figure Arts Homecoming Spider-Man, and somebody had put like dust in the box, and I had made a comment, like, oh, I wanted the Spider-Man pre-snap. It's terrible, it's amazing, it's hilarious all at the same time. So if you haven't seen it, it's definitely worth checking out. And if you haven't seen Infinity War 2, what are you waiting for? Oh man, that movie one of the best things I've seen in a while. I'm not gonna lie. In any way of entertainment, it was so fantastic. I can't say enough nice things. I just wish Deadpool 2 was just as good. And we will get to that shortly. And then we move on. It was Mother's Day this past Sunday, and it was a fantastic day. I actually, I got to see my mom. I took her out for lunch and all that good stuff. But I wanted to make something, just a little Mother's Day-ish, so to speak. So, I had a Ripley and Newt from that amazing NECA set with one of my old McFarlane Alien Queens. And I have to say, I don't know how your mom is or anything. My mom always was one of those people where, she doesn't know about any of this nerdy stuff that we're all into and all that garbage, but she still, to this day, when she goes to Target, she'll call me up or text me and say, what, I'm in the toy aisle. Is there anything you need? And I just laugh and I'm like, nah, I'm good. But just in case, maybe they have the Ghostbusters car. She's always been there for me. She's always great, so I love her to death. But happy Mother's Day, Mom. I've already told you that a million times, but I hope all your guys' moms and such had a great Mother's Day. And really, without our moms, we wouldn't be the people that we are today. So again, happy Mother's Day to all the fantastic moms out there. Moving on, I posted about the fact that I'm going to be going to this convention in August. It's the PowerCon, and it deals with He-Man and Masters of the Universe. It's a fantastic convention, and I think it's on its year 6. It's been really running strong, really doing great things for that area of fandom. So Super 7, who makes fantastic figures, definitely go check them out. They are going to do 4 exclusive action figures from He-Man that is going to be exclusive to the convention, and I had posted that the pre-orders were ending. In actuality, and actually, it was a couple days later, they actually said that they have still, the pre-orders are open. So if you are a Masters of the Universe fan, if you'd like to check them out, they are still available to grab. I don't necessarily know these characters. One of them resembles Orko, but in actuality, I believe it's like Orko's dad, mom, uncle, something like that. So, in that sense, that's the limit of my information. But, definitely go check them out. I think that the sculpts on them just look absolutely fantastic, and they look fairly cartoon accurate. You know what I mean? Like, there's not a whole lot of difference if you look at the image. So when a company can achieve that, especially with animation colors, it's a win-win situation for everybody. If you're going to be going to the PowerCon, let me know. It's going to be, another fantastic convention. Again, it hits in August, and I will be reporting on that, and they've asked me to come, so I'm very stoked to be attending. Moving on from PowerCon, we have our first official inbox pictures for the former Toys R Us exclusive. It's the Star Wars The Black Series Zuckuss, and I can't wait for this figure to just hit and be out already. I really feel like if the things with Toys R Us hadn't happened, it may have been out, now or fairly soon. A lot of people have been asking, who's going to be carrying it? Is it going to be an online e-tailer exclusive? Most likely, and it's just from things that I've heard, I haven't really heard anything about it being in stores. There's been a couple rumors, of course, possibly Target, but I would definitely say it's going to be an online exclusive, hopefully Amazon, hopefully Entertainment Earth, something like that. And because Entertainment Earth has done the Marvel Legends exclusives, I wouldn't put it past them that they might actually carry it. But you never know. It's totally up in the air at this point. Zuckuss will be out in some capacity by the end of the year. Maybe it'll be an SDCC exclusive. You never know, but I don't want to start that rumor mill going. That's just purely speculation. However, if you are interested in this figure, tell me your thoughts below. Let's talk about it. Zuckuss, man, all I need really is I missed out on Bosk. My mistake. I can't believe I didn't pick that figure up. I love the look of Bosk. Anyways, I have mostly all the bounty hunters. The newest one, the Forlom, man, he is rocking. I can't just recommend that figure enough. But when Zuckuss finally comes out, I'll be one step closer to competing the bounty hunters, or I call them, Darth Vader's sniper squad. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. How does he look in the box? Sound off below, and let me know your thoughts on old Zuckuss. Moving on, and actually in a bit of a Marvel news, we haven't really had this for a while. I think we kind of already know the majority of all the Marvel Legends that are be coming out for the rest of the year. I'm sure there'll be a few more surprises here and there. Much like this one, although I had been hearing rumors for quite some time, and it's really a cash grab for Hasbro, so why not do it? The first line did actually pretty well, so we're going to be having a Marvel Legends Vintage Wave 2, and this came courtesy of Rectangular. Go and check him out on YouTube. He's great for news and updates of this type of nature. Now, the character selection, it was, he kind of teased it a little bit, and I had heard a couple different characters more in tune with the original release back in, like, let's say 89, 90, 91, when they first were releasing the Marvel superheroes. So to hear this news and to kind of get it a little bit more in line, I don't mind the character selection, but I wanted to maybe see a few here or there that just kind of resembled the original nature of the the initial release. Hopefully I don't necessarily want them to change the packaging, maybe make it a little bit more in tune with how it went, maybe includes a little bit more accessories or put some extra heads, something to that nature. Make it just from learning from what happened with series 1, make series 2 like just a complete bombshell. That would be amazing, and I really hope they do it. We'll get into the character selection in just a second, but like I said, this was a little bit of a tease, and I think you might like some of the characters that are coming out soon. Moving on from there, a little bit of a sad news. Actress Margot Kidder, best known for being Lois Lane in the Christopher Reeve Superman movie from '79, Richard Donner's film. She passed away, and that's totally sad. I liked her as an actress. She was great as Lois Lane. I was not a big fan, and I still to this day I'm not a big fan of that Superman movie, especially when he goes back in time and reverses the planet. I remember seeing that as a little kid, and I was like, what is happening? I didn't know that Superman could do that. But it's always sad when you see someone that in a movie or something that is very pop culturist and played a huge role, and to see them pass away, it's definitely a sad thing. She was beautiful actress and did a fantastic job. She had so many movies under her belt. And to see her go, she was only 69 years old. That's terrible. But hearts and minds go out to her and her family. And there's not enough nice things to say about Miss Kidder. Moving on, and actually some more Marvel Legend news. So this week, the Infinity War Wave 2 started to hit. Of course, that includes Malekith, Wasp, Ant-Man, Thor. It's the Build-A-Figure is Cull Obsidian, which I can't wait to get my hands and build that figure. That is, he looks straight up amazing. Anyways, these were found in Georgia and Connecticut, some of the southern states. I've heard that they're starting to kind of hit all over the place, but mainly in Walmart right now. And, if you find them, they're going fast, of course. Everybody wants to get a hold of these. They have not actually been found in Target or Walgreens, but they have actually been found in GameStops as well. But of course, you're going to be paying the extra premium price, $22.95 for GameStop. I did see Malekith the other day in my GameStop. However, I like to pick up the entire wave when I do, and I've just spent so much ridiculous amounts of money lately with Jurassic Park and I don't know, Ren and Stimpy, Darkwing, all this stuff I've been picking up. It's crazy, man. But like I said, when I find the entire wave, I'll grab them. And so with Target, I'll put the DPCI up. Of course, with Target, they use the same DPCI number as per each wave of Legends. So you have the Avengers wave, you have Spider-Man, you have Captain America, Iron Man, and so on and so forth. So the Avengers DPCI number is 087065349. Again, 087065349, and I will put this up on the screen just in case you are driving or doing something that you can't really write this down. To be honest, I don't think these are going to hit Target much before maybe another 2 or 3 weeks. Target has been kind of lagging with Legends. I have yet to see the Ghost Rider or Black Widow in stores. Never did catch those other than Walmart when they had that whole, mispriced sort of deal, which actually worked out in my favor, but I'm not complaining. Anyways, I'll keep you guys updated. If I hear anything, let me know if you found these. Let me know if what's your favorite figure of the wave. Have you built Cull Obsidian? I myself am looking forward to getting Ant-Man and Wasp. I think those are great. It's always nice to have a Paul Rudd figure, and I have a guitar waiting for him to play because we're going to slap at a bass. Anyways, again, let me know if you found him. Let me know if you found him in San Diego, California, anything like that. And yeah, let's get to talking about Infinity War Wave 2. Now, I know if you're anything like me, a few of you would agree, you know, you're up late at night, maybe you just got done with some work, you get into bed, and you're like, you know what, I'm going to go on my phone, maybe I'm going to search Amazon, which is always the best, but always a really bad thing, because it's like, you know what, I could buy anything I want right now, and it would be delivered tomorrow. And Amazon, man, they are always happy to take my money. That's why I love them. Anyways, I was actually on Target, you know, and Target was nice enough to take my money. You know, they're always good like that. Anyways, they had the Jurassic Park Mosasaurus up. I've been looking for this figure for a while, ever since I got the Tyrannosaurus Rex. I've heard nothing but the best. This figure looks amazing. I really, really liked that scene in Jurassic Park. I'm sorry, Jurassic World. You know, when the final thing when the Mosasaurus jumps up and grabs the Indominus Rex. So that was just fun. I have been so busy. I haven't opened Ren and Stimpy. I have like a pile of toys over here that needs to be opened and looked at and reviewed and all that kind of thing. But the Mosasaurus, it's like this giant figure packed in like this box. The box is immense. The box is so heavy. I'm so just can't wait to delve into this guy. He looks amazing. You know, I think the articulation is all on par. It all looks just so cool to be collecting like Jurassic Park toys. When was the last time somebody said that? You know, Mattel has just nailed it. I really wish that they put as much time into this as they do with DC Multiverse, which we will get into later. But like I said, not only did I pick up the Mosasaurus, I also got the Indoraptor from the new movie that's going to be coming out. Don't know much about that, but dang, the articulation on that thing is insane. It's like a Marvel Legends figure, like times 100, man. Like every little part and finger and hands and, you know, feet and everything. I'll definitely be going over that in review. That's going to be coming soon. But in the meantime, let me know if you're collecting Jurassic Park figures. Are you interested? Have you seen the ones at Target, Walmart, all that kind of stuff? I know that these things have been selling like hotcakes. They're flying off the shelves. If you have not collected them, you got to get at least get the original figures, get the Jeep, and get yourself Ellie Sattler and also a Dr. Grant, because Ian Malcolm's coming out soon, and he's got a flare. Then it means you got to also pick up the Tyrannosaurus Rex. It's crazy. I can't believe how much fun I'm having just in finding these and playing with dinosaur figures, man. That's nuts, and they all look fantastic on your shelf. So get them for your Detolfs. Let me know what you think, and let me know which ones you found so far. I'm still looking for the Dilophosaurus as well, just FYI. And Deadpool, because it was coming out this past Friday, Adult Swim and Aqua Teen Hunger Force actually did a little promo with their character Carl. He was dressed up like Deadpool, and it was pretty funny. Just, you know, it's nice to see a little shout out and a little bit of ingenuity, thinking outside the box when you go to promote movies. And I know that Adult Swim and their type of audience definitely resonates with those that like Deadpool and all that kind of stuff. I myself, I'm not a huge Deadpool fan, but I appreciate a good marketing campaign like this, and it just helps in getting people excited, and it's always cool to see these characters interacting in a way that fans do at conventions, you know, dressing up and doing this stuff in a very humorous way. So if you haven't checked out the video, head to my Instagram at Toyshiz and definitely watch it, because it is it's pretty funny. And who doesn't like Aqua Teen Hunger Force, man? That show is classic. I hope they bring that back in some capacity. And again, in talking about the upcoming Marvel Legends Vintage Wave 2, so again, Rectangular, go and check him out on his YouTube. It pretty much confirmed, you know, everything that I was hearing. There were two characters that I heard in alternate. I'm not gonna go into it just in case, you know what I mean, like, could be true, but I think the lineup is pretty sound from everything that I'm starting to hear now. So you're gonna have a classic Ant-Man, you're gonna have a classic Wasp, you're gonna have a classic Vision, Black Panther, and Hawkeye. Which, fingers crossed that they do something wild. I hope they put them in their original costumes. I hope that, you know, the Hawkeye doesn't turn out to be the one that came in the first Avengers wave they did a few years back. I hope that the Black Panther, they do a little something different, maybe like a blue version, or the way he kind of appeared. Maybe put some of that Kirby, you know, elements of the lines and stuff. That would be so fantastic. I would lose my mind. With the Wasp, one thing I thought might be kind of interesting, do the classic Wasp if you're going to do that. That would be, you know, with the little, the cone head and just the overall satellite era version of her costume. But if you really wanted to do something cool, maybe have a blue version like with the old Marvel Legends figure that was, you know, it's very rare. It's like one of the rarest ones ever. But do that. That would be kind of cool. That'd be a little bit of a nod, both in terms of, you know, being old school, and then in terms of the figure from Marvel Legends that was really hard to find. Ant-Man, I'm hoping we just get the classic helmeted version. That would be amazing. I still love the Toy Biz one, but a little bit of an updated one with that original classic look, hands down. Please, please include a mini Ant-Man. God, like, I can't, that would be such a missed opportunity if you don't have it. If you have any type of accessory in that box, put a small Ant-Man, and like the Wasp, put a small Wasp. You got to do it. That's a no-brainer. The last figure on the list is, and it's legit, but they're going to be doing the Scarlet Spider. Now, I've heard multiple different things. I don't know necessarily that it's going to be the Scarlet Spider that everyone thinks of with the, you know, the tattered sweatshirt, the blue and, you know, Ben Reilly version. There might be a different version of Scarlet Spider I'm hearing, and that's kind of what I was told. I have looked it up on the internet, and if it's the pictures are correct, it might be, I'm just going to say, it might be a little bit of a weirder version. I don't know, and I'm purely speculating. It's just things and rumors that I've heard. But that might be kind of interesting if they did like an old school version of Scarlet Spider. Maybe. We'll see what happens. If they come out and the Scarlet Spider is the same, that's okay. But it's a little bit of a weird choice, I'm going to be honest. If you got all these classic characters, I think Venom would have been a much better way to go, especially in tying it together with the Venom movie coming out. Might be a little bit of a missed opportunity. Just saying. But all in all, I'm happy to be getting a Vintage Wave 2. Will you be picking this up? Let me know. Are you happy, you know, with the character selection? And fingers crossed that it's not a whole bunch of repaints and reuse, and that we actually get a few new things just in learning from the Wave 1. Now, in news for me, just something I've been really wanting to do lately, and I actually got a little bit of time one night to kind of compile my list. Like I've been saying for weeks and weeks now, there's so many good things coming out at once. So many action figures, so many collectibles, so many things that just are just knocking it out of the park in terms of design and packaging and, you know, aesthetically pleasing for us nerds and collectors. It's so fantastic to just be nerdy these days. But like, there's so many good things coming out. So on my YouTube channel, if you'd like to check it out, it's my top 10 action figures of 2018. I can't wait to own. It's everything from basically now till the end of the year. Of course, there are a few things that will be coming out soon that I can kind of cross off the list, and I'll probably be updating the list as the year goes on. But there are so many cool things I absolutely cannot wait to get my hands on. And spoiler alert, some of them include a little bit of Ghostbuster action. So definitely go check it out. Let me know what your top 10 action figures. You don't have to give me 10, just give me a few. Let me know the action figures or collectibles that you are immensely looking forward to. Let's talk about it. Let's speculate. And you know what? I think we'll all be pleasantly surprised because we're only in June coming up here. Well, I guess we're like a week or two from, you know, June. But dang, we're only halfway through the year. You have no idea how much stuff is going to be coming out and how much surprises we're going to be seeing, especially at Comic-Con. So fingers crossed, it's all great. Can't wait. Let me know, and I will, let's talk about it. And in talking about Star Wars again, so this is really cool. Star Wars Celebration 2019 has been, you know, released. All the information, all the news. It's going to be taking place April 11th through the 15th, 2019. It's going to be in Chicago, Illinois at the McCormick Place. And it's going to be just something else, man. They're going to go crazy this year. Fans are so excited. I myself am excited. I've already been talking to one of my friends, and she said that I could stay with her for the celebration. So rest assured, I'm going to be getting a ticket. I'm going to be going out there. I'm going to be covering the event. That is my high hopes. It's just going to be insanity, but in the best and nerdiest of ways. I myself, I'm not one of those people that would dress up, and it's just not my thing. I'm never going to knock anybody for doing that kind of thing, but some of the creativity and the costumes and just the overall excitability that people have really is such a cool thing to see. So if you're going to be going, let me know. Are you excited that's in Chicago? All the Chicagoan people that are following me, sound off. Let me know your thoughts. Is it just going to be an absolute insanity fest? I'm really hoping so. So let me know if you're going to go, and let's talk about it. And in moving on to actually Disneyland news, now I have to say, I have several friends that go to Disneyland religiously, and not one of them, and I actually hit them all up. I'm like, what, how you guys don't know about this? And one of them actually did say, oh yeah, we didn't even think of it, tell you. They didn't even know, they relay the information that at Disneyland you can actually go and get yourself a Infinity Gauntlet drink holder. They fill it up. It's got a straw. It's amazing. $20. You have to get it in Disney's California Adventure. I guess the line, you know, in the morning. I definitely get there as quick as you can. Thank you again to Brandon Miller 09_. He works there. He wrote in to tell me, you know, this is how it goes. They're actually sold out until May 19th, which, you know, as of this recording, it's, you know, they should have them in stock again. But just as a heads up, you can only get them in California Adventure. There will be an immense line, $20 for each one. There is a stipulation. They don't fill it with Monster or something, which of course I wouldn't actually think that. You get lemonade or Coca-Cola, Sprite, whatever that they are offering. Yeah, they'll fill it up for you. I myself, that'd be kind of cool to put some coffee in there, some iced coffee. I'm just saying, maybe a little bit of Deadpool Espelon. Anyways, let me know if you have gone to Disneyland. Let me know if you have picked one of these up. My friend is going next, actually this week, this Friday, so she'll be getting me one, and hopefully I can show it off and I don't know, carry it around and drink out of it. It's one of those things, it's so dumb, it's amazing. So let me know, again, if you've picked one up, if you've seen one at Disneyland, maybe your friend has it. I want to know if it works really well. Being Disneyland, I wouldn't put it past them, but man, I can't wait to get one of these things. And finally, in getting away from, you know, the typical Marvel Legends or Star Wars or what have you, Disneyland, you know, printing money as usual, that kind of news. NECA has partnered up with Scott Ian from the band Anthrax, and he actually has his own action figure coming out, which you can now pre-order. If you pre-order through his site, everything comes signed. It's $50, and I know some of you would kind of commented like, that's a little expensive, but you know, NECA does really fine work. It's got some good, you know, packaging. Of course, NECA's probably going to go all out with that. He does come with a number of accessories. The figure is actually, you know, I'm sorry, laser printed with the tattoos all over his arms. It's gonna be a well sculpted, well articulated figure. I really think that, you know, when you have that much time and energy put in to a figure of this degree, it shows the importance, it shows the creativity, the detail, the lengths that, you know, a company like NECA goes through day in and day out. So I would definitely recommend it if you're a fan of Anthrax. Definitely go and pick this up. He comes with a extra head that's based on when the Scott Ian was actually in The Walking Dead. So you get a zombie head. I think that's actually kind of cool, and the head actually looks pretty rad. So let me know, are you a fan of Anthrax? Is this something that meets your fancy? Do you want me to talk more about stuff like this? In every case, if it's action figure related and it's, you know, it's things that people may not know about right off the bat, I'm going to report on it. I find that stuff absolutely fascinating. I find it fascinating that a band that they're doing action figures for that type of stuff. You know, like back in the day, McFarlane did Kiss and Slash and all those, the Beatles, man, all that stuff. It's so fantastic just to see the level of creativity that goes into producing figures like that. And it shows you that there is fans out there that want to buy this stuff. So again, let me know if you're a fan. Let me know if you're going to be picking this figure up. And let's talk about everything Anthrax and NECA. And in moving on to actually a little bit of Funko news. Now, I've been looking for this figure for a while. Target, when they were getting these Disney Afternoon figures in by Funko Toys, they were not receiving Darkwing Duck for whatever reason. I believe it has to do with just the amount of figures that were being packed in the thing. I think most stores only got one case. Now, that's not to say they might, you know, release more later on, but I had a really hard time. GameStop, I guess, had this figure for a little bit, but I was able to pick him up from Amazon. This is the brand new Darkwing Duck figure. I was a huge fan of Darkwing Duck as a little kid. I had all the my I've talked about this. I made a little video on it, but my my parents had sold my collection of Darkwing Duck at a garage sale, and I remember it. I don't think the guy didn't even question it. You know, my mom was like, "Oh, $2 for the bag," and I was like, "Oh God, like no." I had every single figure minus Honker, and oh jeez, I'm definitely gonna be trying to get the figures back because Darkwing definitely needs his awesome motorcycle. But I reviewed the figure. If you want to check it out, it's on my YouTube. Can't say enough nice things about this. The articulation is standard for a figure like this. It's not going to be, ridiculously articulated. It doesn't need to be. It's a Darkwing Duck figure. It comes with his gun. He's spot on to the cartoon, the looks, the colors, everything, the sculpt. Go and pick this figure up if you can. I believe he's only $10 on Amazon. For me, that's the quickest way, easiest way to find him. But definitely check out my review. Make an opinion for yourself. And you know what? Let me know if you ever collected Darkwing Duck, if you were a big fan of him back in the 90s, and just a Disney afternoon in general. Let's talk about it. And again, moving into some, rather sad news this week. Actor Joseph Campanella, he was a huge Hollywood actor with over 200 films that he was a part of. Great guy, fantastic voice. And many of you, like myself, may know him as Dr. Kirk Connors from the 90s Spider-Man the Animated Series. He was the Lizard. His voice was so commanding, and the gravitas and everything else that his voice really portrayed was perfect for that subtle, little bit of a timid character that was Kirk Connors. But when he became the Lizard, it became snarly and growly, a little bit of gravel in the voice, and just he nailed it. It was so much fun to watch that show, but to hear of his passing, it really hits a little bit to home. Things that mean so much to you as a little kid and then becoming an adult, and you think back, that was a big part of growing up for me. I not only watched the cartoon, but I learned to kind of draw from watching those cartoons, became interested in illustration and all that kind of stuff, marketing, etc. I had the Lizard figure. I had, they did do a couple of them, but the Lizard figure that I have posted here, the gimmick was that you wind his tail up and he kind of spins it. His little plastic cape, man, that I'm glad that thing is held up, because whatever they made out of, it started to get sticky after so many years, starting to biodegrade. But yeah, it's sad to see someone like that, just is passing away, much like Margot Kidder and stuff. These people mean a lot. You may not know them by their face or everything, but you know them by their voice. And, from being part of the Spider-Man animated series, man, that it hits home, and it's sad. And, everyone, like I said, raise a Lizard figure to Mr. Campanella, because I know a lot of you wrote in and said, you know what? Yeah, I know that guy's voice. He was fantastic. So hearts and minds go out to him and his family. And oh man, this is crazy. We're going to be talking about NECA again. So they finally released, and we've known this was coming for a little bit, but they finally released pictures for their Ultimate Collector's Edition 1/4 scale action figure, Epic Marvel Deadpool. Like myself, many of you have said, well, I already got this figure, and they came out, about 2 years ago. It's a fantastic 1/4 scale action figure. The detail, his weapons, the extra heads, the extra hands, it's fantastic. Now they're releasing him with, I don't know, how many accessories you got here? 50? He's got a little unicorn accessory, he's got a chain, he's got an extra head, baseball cap, all kinds of fire accessories for the guns, extra heads in that sense, man. It's crazy. They went all out, and on top of that, you still get all his original guns and all that kind of thing. Many of you have said, well, hey, that's not fair. Why are you re-releasing it now? He's got all these accessories. So basically, if you want to buy him, I believe it's for $110. You're really just paying for the accessories. Well, that's the half of it. You know what I mean? Yes, I want the accessories, but I'm really happy with my 1/4 scale Deadpool. I like having him on my shelf. I believe it's a fantastic figure. I don't necessarily need all that extra accessories. It would be totally nice to have. If maybe down the line, NECA, if you're listening, if you want to do it as an accessories pack for those that want to add to it, that's fantastic. And I wouldn't put them past them that they would actually do that, because why not? You know what I mean? If you want to complete Deadpool, you already put the 110 in like I did. Whatever the accessory is going to cost, maybe it's $30, something like that. I'm totally in. You know what I mean? That way it's kind of fair. 2 years ago, boom, $30, get all the accessories. Fantastic idea. Make it happen. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you thought about this reveal. Are you going to be picking him up? Do you like all the accessories? Man, the amount of accessories, that is really what's making a figure for me these days. I feel like when you have a figure that has no accessories, it's a total turnoff. You know what I mean? It's like, what? Like, how many missed opportunities can you have with, let's just say, for example, Luke Skywalker, when he came out for The Last Jedi, no lightsaber. It was no porgs, no nothing. It was just it was such a, and even the 3 3/4 inch scale figures that are coming out even now. I saw Luke the other day. He doesn't even have the lightsaber again. He comes with nothing. It's Luke Skywalker. Give him a green lightsaber or give him a blue lightsaber. I don't know. Just, it's agonizing. It's like, why? Come on. And then you just want us to buy, maybe you'll do it again. Maybe you want us to buy another version that comes with a lightsaber. Come on, quit doing that kind of stuff. That's in the past. We need, stuff now. You want people buying your things. You want to do it right the first time, so that way you can do other things with it later on. Just saying. But let me know what you thought about this Deadpool, and will you be picking him up? And still, in going along with the 1/4 scale Deadpool from NECA, if you'd like, head over to NECA, and I think you go on their Facebook or any of their social media. They're doing a one entry per whatever social media platform you want to use, but you can enter to win an exclusive signed edition of the Deadpool by the creator Rob Liefeld. I would definitely take advantage of that. Like I said, the figure looks fantastic. Rob Liefeld, he's a great artist. Respect him a lot. I know people say, oh, you can't draw feet and hands. That was actually a joke in Deadpool 2, which I actually rather liked. But you know what? He created Deadpool, Cable, X-Force, all that kind of stuff. Cut him a break. Man, feet and hands, they're hard to do. So he was able to work around it. He's got some excellent artwork under his belt. But let me know if you're going to enter the contest. I think it's fantastic that NECA does things like that on a constant basis. Win this, try for this, all that good stuff. It's very, fan engaging. Everybody likes it. I myself, big fan of that sort of marketing towards fans. I think they respect, they listen to you guys, they listen to us. It's good things all around. So definitely head over to NECA, go and enter their contest, and win yourself a Deadpool 1/4 scale figure. And really quick, if you want to head over to my YouTube channel again, if you haven't already seen it, a number of you always write in. They say, do more unboxing, do this, do that, and I really try to keep up with responses and everything else, and I really appreciate the feedback. So if you go over, you can see some of the figures that I picked up from Target. Hint, hint, it might be Jurassic Park related. I'm just saying. But definitely check them out. Myself, I'm a sucker for these types of videos. I know that you guys are too. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about seeing somebody open a box that is just so fascinating. And it's just the anticipation of like, what's it going to be? Oh my God. Anyways, go check it out. Let me know what you think. And let me know if you want me to do more videos like this. Moving on into some cartoon news, which is actually kind of exciting, and I was just literally talking to a friend of mine about She-Ra the other day. So Netflix announced that they are going to be doing an original, in conjunction with DreamWorks and everything. They're going to re-release She-Ra, Princess and the Princesses of Power. So that's interesting. I know they're going to be kind of heavily touching on She-Ra and her escaping from the evil horde led by Hordak. And then she's going to be leading a band of princesses, plural, into battle against them. So I think that's going to be great. I hope it's a great cartoon. I'm hoping that they kind of veer away from the CGI. I'm hoping it's 2D animation, and I hope it's a little bit more serious, not a lot of comedy. But make these cartoons epic. Teach kids the morality of courage and power and all that kind of stuff. Don't have it be just noises and for comedic effect. Teach kids something. Teach little girls something. I'm sure, they're going to want to see a cartoon like this. They can watch it with their family, their parents, all that kind of stuff. So make it fantastic. Do it upright. Make She-Ra just the hero that everyone knows her to be. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Netflix is going to do with this. Look for this later on in the year, and let me know. Were you a collector of She-Ra? Did you play with these back in the day? Were you a He-Man fan? I know I have a She-Ra figure. I'm not ashamed to admit that. But you know what? Action figures are for everybody. Even with the Star Wars line with the Forces of Destiny and all that kind of stuff. It's really cool to see that in the toy aisle. Toy aisles are not boy and girl related anymore. Of course, there's the doll section, but dudes are in that section too. They buy Monsters High and all that kind of stuff. It's not really my thing. But whatever you want to collect, you buy it, man. You just own it. That's your thing, and no one can take that away from you. So again, let me know what you think of She-Ra. Let me know if you're going to be watching when it comes out, and let me know if you were a big fan back in the day. So on Friday, I actually went and took a little time off and went to go see Deadpool 2, and I was excited. And again, I'm not a huge Deadpool fan, but I did really enjoy the first one, and I really enjoyed the comics from back in the 90s when Liefeld was creating, doing the artwork and all that good stuff. I did do a review on it. If you want to know my exact thoughts, if I have one word to sum it up, and I'm so happy if you guys liked it. It just was not my cup of tea, but in all actuality and how I felt about the movie, it was just straight up obnoxious. I felt like a lot of missed opportunities. They kind of went the X-Men route where you have all these great characters and they just didn't take advantage of it, especially in the story. I didn't care for the story at all. I don't even think there really was one, to be quite honest with you, and it all kind of gets undone towards the end. But I don't want to spoil anything for you guys. Go and watch the review. Make sure you see it before you watch the review, or if you just don't care, take my advice, make your own opinion. Let me know what you thought of Deadpool 2. I know a lot of people liked it. I loved Infinity War, but this just is not my cup of tea. Going forward, this was nice. I received this in the mail, and it was actually in a really cool envelope, and I wish I knew what it was because I kind of destroyed it a little bit. But this is just a little bit of a teaser announcement of things to come for DC Comics. It's a really cool wedding invitation for Selena Kyle and Bruce Wayne. It says July 4th, 2018, Gotham City, invitation to follow. On the back, it has all the issues and stuff where the event will be taking place. The design of it, it's awesome. I really like that they did something like this. It's an excellent marketing campaign. It's really cool to kind of have this in like a collection or something like that. I think it's rad. DC Comics, amazing stuff. That is so cool. A lot of you actually wrote in and said, "Whoa, whose wedding is this? Is this for somebody?" You know what I mean? Like, no, it's straight up just an advertisement for a comic book event coming out. But yeah, I guarantee you things probably are not going to shape up pretty good. I'm sure a villain or two may crash the wedding, as does happen with superhero weddings. So we'll see what happens, even if they do actually get married. Hopefully one of them or both of them don't get blown up, shot, speared. I don't know. However, superheroes tend to go. The Joker will show up maybe. That being said, though, what's your favorite marketing piece for a comic book event? Let me know. I remember back in the day when they did the Death of Superman, they had so many cool things. You could get a black armband. People were actually wearing those on that day. It was pretty crazy. But I love stuff like that. I love the creativity and the thought that goes into marketing for certain events like this. So super nerdy, super awesome, just all out cool. Moving on again into more 80s cartoons, bringing them back. May not be in everyone's type of style, but the Thundercats are coming back, renamed as Thundercats Roar. And I know a lot of you are thinking, this is not going to be your cup of tea. The animation style is very heavily influenced by what cartoons are now today. Uncle Grandpa, Steven Universe, Adventure Time, all those cutesy, chibi kind of cartoons that kids and, for the most part, adults are really getting used to. But that being said, I made a video on it, so I'm not going to go too heavily into detail about this. So you can go check out, my talks on what I think about Thundercats Roar. I'd say give it a chance, see where it's going to go. My main thing, and I do agree with most of you, that cartoons don't need to be talking down to children. If anything, they should be bringing them up, teaching them morality, teaching them right from wrong, good and evil, all that kind of stuff. I don't know if this is going to be a lot of loud noise or if it's going to be a little bit more dramatic mixed with comedy, a la, let's say, Futurama, for instance. You know what I mean? There were a lot of sad episodes, but things that teach you, that move you, and that kind of thing. And I really hope they take advantage of that, and it's just not a lot of, biff, bang, boom, crash, fart noise, to say the least. So it's on Cartoon Network. It's going to be coming out in 2019. Like I said, head over to my YouTube. You can watch my Toyshiz talks on everything that I thought about this, and let me know your thoughts. And let's talk about Thundercats Roar. And just about to wrap this up, this was crazy. I went to my local Target the other day, and they actually had brand new DC Multiverse on the shelf, and I almost fell over because I really have not seen a new, or really any multiverse figure. I think I'm gonna say like August or September of last year. That is crazy sauce to me. I can't believe how hard it has been to locate these figures, whether it be, you know, just peg warmers clogging the shelf, Wonder Woman, Justice League, just people not buying this stuff only because it's just kind of lackluster. I don't mean to be crass or anything, but I think really the only thing that's the selling point for these DC Multiverse figures sometimes, partly it's character selection, but mostly it's the collect and connect figure. So what happened was, you know, I walked in and they had Superman and they had Martian Manhunter. Got them. You know, I want that Clayface figure. I think that looks fantastic. I was talking to a guy about it. We were talking about multiverse figures, and he had mentioned, oh, I think they're on Amazon for cheap. Randomly in the middle of the day, went on Amazon, ended up picking up the rest, you know, the 3 figures. There's only 5 figures in this wave, which is actually really nice. I will commend them on that. But I'm glad that I'm going to be able to build the Clayface now. You know what I mean? Like, I was not able to get King Shark. I was not able to complete Rookie. I'm really holding out. I know I've said it a million times, but I feel like somewhere, some way, those figures are going to be released again, probably at Ross or Marshall's, TJ Maxx, something like that. There's got to be a stockpile somewhere because not a lot of people found them in stores. So fingers crossed. I really want to complete those figures, but let me know. Are you collecting Multiverse? Are you excited to where these are going to go? I'm honestly on the fence, and again, the only reason I wanted these, the Superman figure, I'm going to do a full review when I get the rest of them in the mail and stuff, but the Superman figure actually looks pretty cool. I'm not a huge, you know, fan of the whole DC Rebirth kind of thing. My knowledge of DC Comics goes from the 80s to the 90s and shortly into the 2000s, but when they did the whole Rebirth thing, it kind of lost me. Don't really know exactly what they're doing as far as the costumes and everything, so it's all updated. But you know, there's an updated Two-Face. I'll have to wait and see these in package before I can actually give you think. Just in pictures alone, not really too happy about them. But again, that Clayface, can't wait to have him. Let me know your thoughts. Have you found this wave in store? I know a lot of them have showed up at Walmart first. Now they're starting to hit Target, but still, they're kind of hard to find. I think it's like they're doing one case, you know, per store if you find them. If not, you know, there's 5 in a box, and then a couple, you know, reissues. I believe Superman and Martian Manhunter are the repacks. So let me know your thoughts. Are you collecting Multiverse? What do you want to see out of Multiverse going forward in the future? And today, you know, marks the first day, you know, of the week before Solo, a Star Wars story, is going to be released. So I'll be doing some fun things on my social media accounts as we move closer to Friday. I, for one, cannot wait to see Solo. I'm so stoked. It looks fantastically like just old school Star Wars, much in the vein of Rogue One. I love Rogue One. That's actually my second favorite Star Wars movie under Empire. You can't beat Empire. Don't even try. But you know, I'm very happy to see, you know, these actors. I have not heard anything about the movie. I've avoided all the spoilers. I know that, you know, there's news and stuff floating around. I have no interest in that. I'm going to go in there completely fresh. I want to know and figure it out for myself, as I want all of you. So as my guarantee, I will not be spoiling anything. We're just going to have some fun with everything Star Wars, everything, you know, Star Wars Black Series, action figures 3 3/4. You know, it's a celebration of everything nerds. Star Wars nerds are some of the nicest and best people, you know, I've ever met. And, you know, I can't wait for Friday. It's going to be fun. And I really think it might surprise a lot of people. I know a lot of naysayers saying, oh, that's not my Han Solo, and yada yada. And you know what? Harrison Ford's, 70 years old? So no, it's not your Han Solo. You can't do that, and you as sure as heck do not want to CGI Han Solo. So give it a chance. Go in there pleasantly surprised. Avoid all spoilers as you can. Pick up some action figures. And you know what? Come Friday, let's all talk Solo. And finally, in wrapping up the weekly recoup, direct from Australia, we are going to be having in the United States, as they just unleashed their California tour, actually, the Empire Strips Back, which is a burlesque parody. Now, I try to keep my channel family friendly and all that good stuff. However, this to me, this is it's a little corny. It's not, you know, pornography or anything like that. We ain't going there. You know what I mean? This is supposed to be fun. It's just a sexy, fun romp making fun of everything that's Star Wars, and I think it's actually really cool, you know, what they're going to be doing with that. It's actually going to be on June 2nd. It's going to hit the Spreckles Theater in San Diego, so I'm definitely going to be checking out tickets, and hopefully I'll be covering the event for you guys. I'll keep you posted on that. But it looks to be a lot of fun, just in terms of, you know, I like when people do this type of thing. It's taking fandom, it's turning it on its head, and it's doing something different while making it fun, engaging for adults. So let me know if you guys have ever seen anything, you know, on this. I have been hearing news here and there, and there's a couple posters around town that I've been checking out. So definitely let me know. Will you be going? If you check out my Instagram, and I'll post it here, of course, they're going to be going everywhere from Riverside to Sacramento to LA to San Diego. So all along the California coast from May 31st up until June. So definitely check it out. I don't know. I'm going to say tickets are, I think, around $60. So it's a little bit on the high end, but I think you're in for a good time just in terms of reviews and everything that I've seen. So again, let me know if this is your type of stuff. Let me know if you're going to be heading towards any of these shows. They look to be quite fantastic. So I know it's not for everybody, but it's all in fun, and I definitely think that if that's your type of thing, you should definitely check it out. And with that being said, that actually brings us up to the finale of this week's Weekly Recoup. And I want to thank you all if you've made it this far, if you've managed to listen to my sweet, sweet voice talk about everything that's ridiculously nerdy from the past week. I want to say a sincere thank you so much. Thank you for continuing to support Toyshiz, as I always say. You guys are the true fans. You guys are the ones that keeps Toyshiz alive, and I greatly appreciate you all. And thank you to everyone who always comments, writes in, and likes to talk toys with me. I hope you're all having a fantastic Monday. I know that, you know, Mondays are always the first day of the week, and it doesn't always exactly go great in terms of work and everything else, but things will get better. I hope you guys all drink some fantastic coffee, eat some amazing foods, but most of all, I want you to find some just spectacular action figures, because, I mean, we all wouldn't be here if we weren't interested in that kind of stuff. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Also make sure to subscribe and also hit the notification bell so you'll always know when I post sweet videos like the one that you just hopefully watched or listened to. If you'd like, go ahead and follow me on Instagram or Twitter at Toyshiz. Always, always, and I can't stress this enough, if you have any questions, if you have any information, you know, on stuff, maybe stuff I've never even heard about, don't ever hesitate to write me. Hit me up on the private message on my Instagram, my Twitter, or you can email me, toyshiz@gmail.com. If you take the time to write me, I'll always take the time to write you back. I love conversing with people over toys. It's a blast. I enjoy meeting all of you, and, you know, thank you again to everyone that continues to subscribe and check out what I do. I must be doing something right, so again, I really appreciate that. With that being said, have a great week. I hope everyone is excited for Solo. I know I am. It's going to be fantastic. Fingers crossed, we'll just say. That's how I felt about Deadpool, so you never know, but that's part of the fun of being a fan. Have a great rest of your Monday. You know, have a fantastic Taco Tuesday. Make sure you go get some tacos. Have a margarita, too. You definitely earned it. I will talk to you guys soon. Adios.